who is joining us here today. And thank you to Senator Whitehouse for his incredible leadership on this issue, putting the bullseye on the fossil fuel industry and the role that they play in undermining democracy, undermining our ability to be able to act in order to protect against the worst impacts of those industries upon our planet. So we thank Senator Whitehouse for that. We thank all of you for everything that you're doing. We're in a global crisis. We're not just seeing smoke on the horizon. The climate crisis is a 5-alarm fire. And we need to do more and move faster, including towards a full fossil fuel phase out to prevent catastrophic warming. But instead of turning off the tap on fossil fuels, our country has been flooding the market with gas. And unless we do something, we are all going to drown. We have become the world's largest producer of natural gas and the world's largest exporter of natural gas. But that's still not enough for fossil fuel executives and the American Gas Association. U.S. natural gas export volumes are expected to double in the next 4 years. Exports that fuel climate chaos and a spike in prices for American families at the same time. Natural gas, contrary to the greenwashing in its name, is not a clean fuel. Methane is actually often far worse for the climate than carbon dioxide in the near term. And gas-fired appliances can hurt people's health, especially in poorly ventilated homes and apartments. But instead of sharing this information with consumers, the American Gas Association is burying the science. They are afraid that our country will electrify and decarbonize and continue on without them. So they are acting out of corporate fear to destroy our chance at a livable future. The American Gas Association has known about the health harms of gas for decades, but worked for years to mislead the public. They use big tobacco tactics to market gas as natural and safe. They fight city and state level electrification efforts at every turn, including by working to weaken building codes that should cut energy use and cut energy bills. To make matters worse, the American Gas Association gets funding for its misinformation campaigns from your gas bills. No wonder they want to keep your bills high. Just about every gas utility in the country is a member of the American Gas Association, which means that more than 70 million Americans may be paying for the American Gas Association's campaigns every month without ever knowing it. 2 months ago, I led a letter asking the Federal Trade Commission to crack down on deceptive and false claims of so-called clean gas. This is just one example of gas industry greenwashing, where certifiers use unreliable and inaccurate technologies and methodologies so gas producers can falsely advertise their products as clean and charge higher prices for it too. Some utilities are taking steps to protect their customers from paying for misinformation and anti-electrification. Eversource, a utility serving Massachusetts and other New England customers, cited its commitment to decarbonization last year after it stopped paying dues to the American Gas Association. Other utilities could follow Eversource's lead and break ties with the American Gas Association. Just like no one should be forced to pay higher energy bills because of greenwash gas, no one should be forced to pay for anti-electrification campaigns every time they pay a gas bill. Americans are already paying the price of climate change. They shouldn't have to pay the salaries of those who are fueling it. We need to move forward, not backwards, in the fight against climate change.
and for a more equitable and livable future. We need solutions that center climate, jobs, and justice, not extraction, delay, and denial. We must keep gas in the ground and stop misinformation. So we thank all of the advocates who are here today. We are going to win and they are going to lose ultimately. So it's a matter of time. We just have to telescope that time frame before great harm is done to the planet. So we thank all of you for everything that you've done.